Imagine a place where justice isn't blind, but terrifyingly deliberate. A place where kings and queens decide not only the fate of their subjects, but also the methods of their suffering. Welcome to the dark world of medieval royal executioners, where punishment was more than justice, it was theater, fear, and power. Stay with us until the end of this video, and you'll uncover secrets the history books tried to hide. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment if you enjoy diving into history's darkest corners. In the Middle Ages, justice was a spectacle. Their work was brutal, but every act was meant to remind everyone that the law and the monarch was absolute. Punishments were horrifying. For traitors, hanging, drawing, and quartering was common, a slow, agonizing process designed to terrify. Thieves might face mutilation, while false witnesses could be branded or blinded. Even nobles were not safe. Kings sometimes ordered secret executions to remove rivals or dissenters. In some cases, methods were so cruel that executioners had to be skilled artisans, ensuring the spectacle went exactly as planned. Royal courts often staged public executions to send a clear message. Thousands would gather, not just to witness justice, but to see fear in action. And yet, behind the scenes, executioners faced their own dark lives. Many were forced into the role, living isolated and hated by all, their names whispered with dread. One of the most notorious executioners was Jean Lenoir in 14th century France. Feared even by nobles, his presence was enough to silence a room. Legend has it that he never spoke except when performing his grim duties, and his identity was often hidden behind a hood or mask. Crimes that today would earn a simple sentence could mean unimaginable pain and humiliation back then. Executioners were more than hangmen, they were instruments of the crown, feared by nobles and peasants alike. But how did they operate? And what was life like for those condemned to their hands? Let's dive into this chilling world. Royal executioners were not just enforcers, they were elite servants of the crown. Often shunned by society for their grim profession, they carried immense power behind the castle walls. From decapitation to torture, they executed sentences with precision, following instructions that sometimes came directly from kings and queens. Executioners like him became symbols of royal authority and terror, living embodiments of the king's absolute power. Imagine carrying the weight of life and death in your hands every day. Executioners had to balance precision with the psychology of fear. Every cut, every blow was both punishment and performance. They were trained to stay calm, almost mechanical, but some historical accounts suggest many suffered from guilt, depression, or paranoia. It was a life of fear, not freedom, shunned by society, yet bound to the crown forever. Today, the role of the executioner is gone, replaced by prisons and modern justice systems. Yet, the shadow of medieval punishments lingers in our fascination with dark history. Royal executioners remind us how power, fear, and spectacle once defined law and order. They were feared, hated, and yet crucial to the maintenance of medieval authority. So, next time you think of justice, remember this. There was a time when it was terrifyingly personal, meticulously cruel, and absolutely public. The executioner was not just a figure of death, they were the embodiment of royal power. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark past, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment telling us which historical secret shocked you the most. And stay tuned, because history's shadows are far from empty.